Welcome to next session in continuation of previous one, wherein now a simple question is asked to find out voltage across capacitor VOT, as we have put bracket T means all variables like voltage, current, etc. are functions of time. Resistance is 1 ohm, we have deliberately chosen value to be simple. Capacitance is 1 ohm, input voltage source is 1 volt, and the switch is closed at t equal to 0, and VO at t equal to 0 is 0. Means the as indicated last time, the capacitor is having capacitance as well as the voltage across it. It can store the information in the form of charge or voltage. So the capacitor is initially discharged, voltage across it is 0, and the system is put into functioning at t equal to 0 by closing the switch. So if 1 volt voltage is connected to a combination of 1 farad capacitor and 1 ohm resistance at t equal to 0 with the help of a switch, the question is what will be the output voltage VOT? What is the output voltage VOT? So I think I have taken, or rather I had consumed sufficient amount of time in introducing to you differential equation, differential relationship between current and voltage, or for that matter taking charge, for that matter taking example of water level using a tank example. So in the henceforth discussion, even if there may be some gap in understanding of some contents, what would be extremely useful to you is, even if you remember this equation, IT is equal to C dV upon dt dVt, and I give a subscript C and C, that is capacitor current is capacitance into rate of change of voltage across the capacitance. This single expression, with the help of this single expression, you can solve any kind of circuit, or you can solve problem which consists of any kind of combination of voltage source, resistance and capacitance. So our target in the coming week is to be completely competent to solve all the problems which involve resistor, capacitor and voltage sources. Any combination one may go for, we must have a solution. So as I already stated, I am presenting the contents in such a manner, so that by using common sense and some, what we can say, key things which I have told, out of which this is one of the key things, and by applying your natural intelligence, you must be able to solve the complete problem without any other classical information. Maybe some kind of very much expertise in differential equations is not required. We would be making you competent to develop those equations. So Kirchhoff's laws, capacitance, what we can say, working equation, or the fundamental equation for a capacitor. Fundamental equation for a resistor we already know, that is IR. What is fundamental equation of resistor? IRT is equal to 1 upon R into VRT. This is Ohm's law. Just like this Ohm's law, that is the fundamental law for working of a resistor. This can be said to be the fundamental law for working of a capacitor. So using these two, using Kirchhoff's laws, we must be able to derive something very clearly. And as already stated, now since capacitor has got, I again repeat, which we discussed last time, capacitor has got a differential relationship between current and voltage, whereas resistors have got a direct linear relationship. For given current in the resistor, there has to be fixed voltage, whereas for capacitor for given current in the capacitor, there has to be fixed rate of change, not fixed voltage. So same current can be there in capacitor where voltage can be different across it, because current in the capacitor, remember, it is very important, current in the capacitor is proportional to not voltage across capacitor but rate of change of voltage across capacitor. This is something which everybody must be fully equipped with. There should not be any ambiguity on this aspect at all. With this now, we can solve the example very clearly. So, when we have some kind of differential relationship coming into picture, differential relationship is not complete relationship. Using differential relationship we can't solve the problem. Means if we are having a voltage source and a network of resistances, you can find value of current in any resistance or value of voltage across any resistance completely without knowing anything else. मराठीत सांगतो, काही व्होल्टेज सोर्सेस आणि काही रेजिस्टन्सेस यांचं सर्किट तयार केलं तर सर्व व्होल्टेज सोर्सच्या व्हॅल्यूज माहिती आहेत, सर्व रेजिस्टन्सच्या व्हॅल्यू माहित असतील तर कुठल्याही रेजिस्टन्स मधला करंट किती असेल किंवा कुठल्याही रेजिस्टन्सच्या अक्रॉस व्होल्टेज किती असेल हे तुम्हाला काढता येतं. त्याच्याकरता आणखी काही माहित असायची गरज नाही. बट for a circuit which consists of capacitor, since differential relationship comes into picture, along with the knowledge of values of components, that is resistor, capacitor and voltage, you also must know initial state. Differential relationship is a limited relationship in the sense it tells you what the next state would be if this was the previous state, or differential relationship maps the change of state into something else and not the state. Differential, whereas non-differential or direct linear relationship maps one state, voltage to current is mapped in case of resistive network, whereas change in voltage is mapped with current when we have capacitor into picture. Therefore, we must also know, so any circuit which consists of capacitor is completely described only if we tell value of voltage across the capacitor at any given point of time, and we start counting from some predefined point, that is when we make this switch on, we say t is equal to 0. What is the value of capacitor at that time when you are making it on, that is VO. I have put voltage across capacitor as VO. So VO0 is equal to 0 if capacitor is discharged. If capacitor is not discharged but it has got some other value, in that case the solution of differential equation would be different. There will be common differential equation but solution will be different because solution of differential equation depends on initial state. So we now write differential equation. So how do we write differential equation? Number one, we apply Kirchhoff's law. We apply Kirchhoff's mesh law, because here there is no other branches, there is no point or there is no question of applying Kirchhoff's node law. Only thing is that since there are no other branches, resistor current is equal. So in this case, I can simply say I have resistor IR, current through which is IRT. I have capacitor, I can say current through capacitor is ICT. But since it is series circuit and there is no other branching, so IT is same as IRT, same as ICT, right? Then this voltage is VOT. So VOT, since it is voltage across capacitor, I can say VCT in this case, and VRT, that is voltage across resistor, would be there, plus VOT or plus VCT, Kirchhoff's mesh law. What is this? This is V in T. So I can say that V in T is equal to VRT plus VCT. V in T is equal to VRT plus VCT. What is V in T? V in T was 0 when the switch was not closed, and now when we think of switch getting closed now. So once we close the switch, we start from this point. Once we close the switch, we close the switch. When we close the switch, what is V in T? V in T is 1. When you close the switch, V in T is 1. So we can first construct a differential equation where we can also remove this, and we can say that I am applying some input to it. I am applying some input to it. So this, what I apply, what it may be. Right now I am applying. Right now what I am doing. Right now I have a 1 volt voltage source. What I am applying is V in T. So right now what I have, a 1 volt voltage source and a switch. This is my V in T. I can have something else. I can have 2 volt. I can have something changing. Anything I can have. So V in T, R, C, VOT, current IT. So we write differential equation and we solve it for given values of V in T and VO0. So right now we develop the differential equation. So how do we develop the differential equation? We develop the differential equation in simple steps. I will not, and one most important thing is ICT in this case is equal to C into D VCT by dt. Here C is 1, so ICT is equal to D. I write it separately. So simply I can use always ICT is equal to, in this case, dVCT by dt. So with this now, you must be able to solve this differential equation completely. So it is a very easy task. It does not require any additional information as such. I write, it is non-observable, so I write it separately here. ICT in the given case is equal to dVCT by dt. Using all these things, you can very easily work with the system. So let us start. VRT, VCT, VET. So just there is a convention to, not at all essential, but normally we write VI on the other side in differential equation construction. So we write VRT plus VCT is equal to VET. Is it agreeable? Kirchhoff's mesh law, V in T is equal to VRT plus VCT. V in T is equal to VRT plus VCT. Right? What is VRT? VRT is equal to it's a resistor. So voltage across resistor is equal to resistance into current. So R into IRT, but IRT is IT, and so VRT is equal to, so I just write here VRT is equal to R into IRT, and how it is becomes simple. R is 1 and IRT is IT. So can I write VRT as IT plus VCT is equal to VET. We go stepwise. IT, as I already stated, I can go with all steps simultaneously, but I am going step by step. IT plus VCT is equal to VET. Is there any ambiguity? Obviously not. There should not be. There cannot be. Now, what is VCT? What I want VOT. So VC in this case, voltage across capacitor is VO. So I can write IT plus VOT is equal to VET. Now I have closed the switch. close the switch. So can I say VT is 1? Yes. IT plus VOT is 1. IT plus VOT is 1. But what is IT now? IT is same as IRT, same as ICT. And for ICT, I have found the equation. ICT is dVCT by dt. So, but ICT is IT. So, I can use this is equal to VCT is VOT upon dt. So, I hope everybody agrees this. Not question of agreeing. ICT is equal to C dVC by dt, but C is 1. So, ICT is dVCT by dt. But ICT is IT as it is series circuit. IT is equal to, and VC is VO. So, IT is equal to dVOT by dt. So, I can put here dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to 1. So, I am sure that I had made the things quite simpler. It is, few will say that it is too simple. It is too simple compared to an engineering college, but what I think is that even though few may say that it is too simple compared to engineering college, I think since it is what we can say offline discussion, since it is offline discussion and offline in the sense that since it is not face-to-face discussion, the content should be more simpler, therefore I am trying my level best. So everything I can about, you can very easily go back and check whatever you want. So this is something which we have achieved. So what was the question asked? Find out the expression for VOT, but in that process we could not do that. What we achieved is we ended up with a differential equation. The question asked was find out expression for VOT, but we ended up in finding out a differential equation in terms of VOT. Differential equation is not the answer. Then as very clearly stated, this differential equation can be fulfilled by multiple expressions for VOT. VOT will be some function of time and multiple solutions will be fulfilling this differential equation. Multiple solutions will be fulfilling these differential equations, and what will be the exact solution will depend upon the information which additionally needs to be prescribed. The question of finding output voltage for a circuit which consists of one capacitor and one resistor by applying something is incomplete. मराठीत सांगतो, ज्या सर्किटमध्ये एक कॅपॅसिटर आहे आणि काही रेझिस्टन्सेस आहेत, त्या सर्किटला एखादा इनपुट दिल्यानंतर आउटपुट काय येईल हा प्रश्न अपूर्ण आहे. Because since capacitor is there and capacitor is a first order device, capacitor has got a memory capability, capacitor can store something across it in the form of charge or voltage. Unless we give information what was one particular time at which capacitor voltage is given, the question is incomplete. म्हणजे ज्या सर्किटमध्ये कॅपॅसिटर आहे त्या सर्किटला एखादं इनपुट दिल्यानंतर आउटपुट काय येईल हे काढता येत नाही, कारण कॅपॅसिटरच्या सर्किटचं आउटपुट हे फक्त इनपुट अवलंबून नसतं, तर त्याला जी स्टेट म्हणतात, इनिशियल स्टेट ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, त्याच्यावर अवलंबून असतं. इट इज नॉट ट्रू फॉर रेजिस्टर. इफ वी हॅव ओनली सर्किट कन्सिस्टिंग ऑफ रेजिस्टन्स, if input is told to you, output you can find out. फक्त रेजिस्टन्सेस ज्या सर्किटमध्ये असतात त्या सर्किटला इनपुट काय देईल, इनपुट काय देतो सांगितल्यानंतर आउटपुट हे आपोआप काढता येतं, तसं कॅपॅसिटरच्या बाबतीमध्ये नसतं. सो फॉर कॅपॅसिटर along with we have here what we have done, we have informed the input is 1 volt, we close the switch after t equal to 0. So we start from that point. Then we also need to tell what was the initial voltage across the capacitor. It was 1 volt. We will take, so it was 0 volt. At VO 0 was 0. We solve the problem. Then I will take a different value of capacitor. We can also solve the problem. So now we solve the problem. Now this differential equation where dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to 1. dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to 1. How to solve this differential equation? Now I would like to go step by step. Few of you who are very much expert in mathematics, they may think in a different way. Every problem in the world should have a de novo scratch pad solution. जगातल्या प्रत्येक प्रश्नाला सुरुवातीपासून काही माहित नसताना उत्तरे काढता आलंच पाहिजे. If everybody of you starts thinking in that direction, then it is likely that you may fail in mid-semester examination. Why? Because you will not get any time to study anything else for any other subject, even for this subject, because thinking for scratch pad solution of every problem which you come across in the world would be non-effective utilization of your abilities. ज्यांना येते ते नक्की काढावं, ज्यांना येत नाही त्यांच्याकरता I told you last time काय आहे, डेरिव्हेटिव्ह हायर ऑर्डर्सचे डेरिव्हेटिव्ह आहेत, dVOT by dt, d2v by dt square and so on, आणि त्याचं लिनियर कॉम्बिनेशन आहे आणि आउटपुट कॉन्स्ट आणि अदर साइड कॉन्स्टंट आहे. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज लिनियर डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन and this is first order linear differential equation. This is first order linear differential equation and it has got a solution. याचं जो असं असतं ते का असतं आपण नंतर थोडासा जेव्हा आपण पुढे जाऊ तेव्हा ते बघूया. पण आता at this point, instead of thinking of a scratch pad solution, it's better if we think of a simpler solution, in the sense that the differential equations format of solution for given type of differential equations told. Now you can verify that whether it is correct or not. जर आपण उत्तर काढून टाळा बघायचा, so that is quite possible. So such first order differential equation, I am repeating, first order differential equation, all which is of linear type, this is called as first order linear differential equation, ज्यामध्ये डेरिव्हेटिव्ह ऍक्च्युअल व्हेरिएबल VO आणि कॉन्स्टंट इतकेच येतात. डेरिव्हेटिव्ह ऍक्च्युअल व्हेरिएबल आणि कॉन्स्टंट याचं लिनियर कॉम्बिनेशन, समथिंग इंटू डेरिव्हेटिव्ह प्लस समथिंग इंटू व्हेरिएबल इज इक्वल टू समथिंग. And for that, it is always having an answer A plus B e raised to lambda t This we have solved last time. So there is no need to solve it slowly. We can just proceed with. So this is solution. So म्हणजे ह्या डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन वरून VOT काय हे काढायचं इतका त्रास आत्ता आपण घ्यायला नको. तर अशा प्रकारच्या डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशनचं सोल्युशन अशा प्रकारचं असतं हे आपण आत्ता गृहीत धरू फॉर टाइम बिंग. अँड देन आवर जॉब इज सिम्प्लिफाईड ओनली टू फाइंड A, B and lambda. A, B and lambda. Now differential equation, if you want to find solution, we need to find A, B and lambda. That will require value of VOT at t equal to 0, and at t equal to 0 VO0 is 0. So using this at t equal to 0, VO0 is equal to A plus B e raised to lambda 0. E raised to 0 is 1. So A plus B, and that is equal to 0. So that means that B is equal to minus A. So instead of solving it in a classical method further, we try to make it compact, simple, by using value of VO at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0, this expression becomes A plus B, and it is 0. So B equal to minus A. Therefore, by using B equal to minus A, this expression becomes A minus A e raised to lambda t. A minus A e raised to lambda t, or A into bracket 1 minus e raised to A into bracket 1 minus e raised to lambda t. Then by using this expression further, A into bracket e raised to 1 minus e raised to lambda t, we can very easily proceed with. How we can proceed with now? I think anything I can rub it out. This also I will rub it out. You can refer it at any point later on just by going back in the YouTube. So this is differential equation by using initial condition. With the help of initial condition, solution is VOT is equal to A into bracket 1 minus e raised to lambda. Now to find out, so what is the task now? To find out value of A and lambda. So what is dVOT by dt? VOT is this. Differentiating this, dVOT by dt is equal to A, derivative of this is 0. So this is minus. So I hope everybody knows minus A lambda e raised to lambda. Minus A lambda e raised to lambda t. Instead of this, I can also put this as A. It is also better. A minus A e raised to lambda. This bracket out this way also. Then simply use these two expressions, this one and this one, for this LHS and RHS. So dVOT by dt is minus A lambda e raised to lambda t plus A minus A e raised to lambda t is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. So this is the equation, and from that you can get the values of both. From this you can get the values of both A and lambda. From this you can get values of both a and lambda by simple way. This is one equation. Then somebody will ask, how using one equation we can get, how many unknowns are there? Two unknowns. There are two unknowns, a and lambda, only one equation. In fact, there are two equations. Again, it is not scientific, just to make the thing simpler I am telling. Such equation which consists of e raised to lambda t terms and other terms is true if and only if coefficients of e raised to lambda t are equal and coefficients of other terms are equal. म्हणजे ह्या इक्वेशन मध्ये दोन इक्वेशन अंतर्भूत आहेत. हे इक्वेशन कधी सॅटिस्फाय होतं जर e रेस टू लॅम्बडा t चे कोएफिशियंट दोन्ही बाजूचे इक्वल असतील आणि e रेस टू लॅम्बडा t नाही असे इक्वल असतील. दिस इक्वेशन इज सॅटिस्फाइड इफ अँड ओनली लेफ्ट हँड साइड ऑन LHS and RHS. If the terms which contain e raised to lambda t and terms which don't contain e raised to lambda t, so LHS of the terms e raised to lambda t and RH, this is I am telling, this is high school level discussion I am telling, and LHS of इतकं सोपं कुठेही सांगत नाही. या इक्वेशनची दोन इक्वेशन तयार करा. दोन अननोन आहे. दोन अननोनचं आपलं कधी करू शकतं तर त्या इक्वेशनची दोन इक्वेशन तयार करायची. कशी करायची? इक्वेशन एक आहे, लेफ्ट हँड साइड आहे, राइट हँड साइड आहे. तर e raised to lambda t नसलेल्या टर्म्स आणि असलेल्या टर्म्स. सो LHS of e raised to lambda t terms, what is it? minus a lambda आणि a lambda घ्यायचं नाही, minus a. आणि RHS ला काही टर्म आहेत का? नो, झिरो. इज इट क्लियर? e raised to, अगदी सोपं, म्हणजे पत्त्याच्या कॅट मध्ये जोड्या जुळवा. e raised to lambda t असलेल्या टर्म्सचे कोएफिशिएंट्स लेफ्ट हँड साइड से माइनस a लॅम्बडा माइनस a. राइट हँड साइडला अजून एकही टर्म नाही, ते झिरो. e raised to lambda t नसलेल्या टर्म्सचे कोएफिशिएंट लेफ्ट हँड साइड से व्हाट आर दे? only a, and right hand side say, and an equation which contains the term e raised to lambda t and without e raised to lambda t, that gets satisfied if and only if LHS of the terms containing e raised to lambda t is equal to RHS of the terms containing e raised to lambda t, and LHS of the terms not containing e raised to lambda t is equal to RHS of the terms not containing e raised to lambda t. So there are two equations now. What are the two equations? LHS of lambda e raised to lambda t terms should match with RHS, so that we should be get from this and from this. And so what we get? Minus a lambda minus a is equal to 0 and a is equal to 1 and a is equal to 1. So here we get one answer directly, and putting a equal to 1 we get minus lambda minus 1 is equal to 0, so that leads to lambda equal to minus 1. And with this now the answer is VOT is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 2. with this, the equation is VOT is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus t. And what is IT? What is IT? What is the current? We know that IT is equal to C dVc by dt, or C is 1 dVc by dt, or dVc is VO. So IT is equal to dVOT by dt. Here VOT is 1 minus e raised to minus t. So derivative of 1 is 0 minus derivative of e raised to minus t is 0 minus derivative of e raised to minus t is minus e raised to minus t. So that is e raised to minus t. So VOT is 1 minus e raised to minus t and IT is e raised to minus t. These are the answers. This is what we say as charging of capacitor. This is as we say that VOT and on the same axis I will plot IT. On the same axis, in the same graph, on the same time axis, VOT is the voltage that will rise exponentially and IT is the current that will fall exponentially. So VOT is voltage across the capacitor, and IT is the current in the circuit. And this voltage is VOT. VOT is this voltage. So this is the answer. This is the answer. Now, I hope I tried my level best to simplify the things. Now, if simple things, everything simple would have been sufficed for you to lead a quality life, then probably you might not have taken admission to engineering. So things are not as simple as these are. Now I will complicate the problem in two ways. So I hope it is quite clear now. Now let us make it somewhat different by considering everything is same. Everything is same except VO at t equal to 0. We are using same circuit, same resistance, same capacitor, same voltage source, same construction, same switch, except the fact that the value of voltage across the capacitor when we start the system is different. Value of voltage across the capacitor when we start the system is different and not 0. So VO 0 is equal to, I take 0, we have taken case 1. Now 0 we have taken case 1. Now you take different cases, 0.5 case 2, 2 case 3 and 1 case 4. Case 1 we have solved, case 2, case 3 and case 4. So for all these cases, everything same, differential equation same, everything same. As differential equation is same, that is dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to 1. As it is linear differential equation, its solution is a plus b e raised to lambda t. At t equal to 0, the solution becomes a plus b. That was 0 in case 1, that is 0.5 in case 2, that is 2 in case 3, that is 1 in case 4. So I give you sufficient hint on which you can work independently on your own, and we will discuss it next time, because now after this I have to give you various different things giving rise to your thinking. As I had already stated that I am presenting the things in such a manner that it is so embossed on your mental plane despite your desire that you cannot forget it even if you wish so. म्हणजे जसं सायकल एकदा शिकल्यानंतर किंवा पोहायला एकदा शिकल्यानंतर तुम्ही सायकल शिकल्याच्या पूर्वीच्या स्थितीला पोहायच्या पूर्वी स्थितीत जाऊ शकत नाही, किंवा तुमच्या आई वडिलांना विचार त्या काळात आता टॅच्यू आहे, त्या काळात गोंधणे असं म्हणायचं, गोंधून घ्यायची नावं, ती अशी हातावर अतिशय बिब्यानं आणि सुईनं गोंधायची की ती काढता येत नाही, म्हणजे तुम्हाला वाटतं ते पुसता येत नाही. सो I will try to emboss this on your mental plane. This you will never forget even if you wish so. So VOT differential equation will be same. What is the differential equation? Same differential equation because everything is same. dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to 1. dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to 1. Same differential equation. So same solution. A plus same means same type, e raised to lambda. But now we use different initial conditions. So when we use this A plus B, so at VO 0 at t equal to 0, this is 1. So A plus B. And it was 0 which gave rise to b equal to minus a. So now if a plus b is 0.5, then b is equal to 0.5 minus a. 0.5, this you can use. Then if a plus b equal to 2, then if a plus b equal to 2, then b is equal to 2 minus a. If a plus b equal to 1, then b is equal to 1 minus a. and with this you can find solutions. What is the method? So simplify this the answer, the solution for linear differential equation of first order is of the type a plus b e raised to lambda t. Then it has got three variables a, b and lambda. A, b and lambda. So what you are supposed to do is, by using initial condition, find value of b in terms of a, so that the equation is only in terms of a and lambda. Then by using differential equation, construct a big equation which contains two sides. Construct a big equation which contains two sides and match it for e raised to lambda t terms and terms which don't consist e raised to lambda t. And based on this, you are supposed to come up with the answers for all the remaining three combinations. You are supposed to come for answer of all three remaining combinations. Now this problem I will complicate in different ways so that it gives rise to interesting things in your mind. So I take two cases which are very simple, and with these two cases you should be able to think on your own, and then I will take the third case. So same thing we work with, same thing, 1 ohm, 1 farad, and VO equal to 0. VO 0 is 0, and I apply V in T. I apply V in T, and V in T, how I apply should not be a question now. If I apply input like this, V in T was 0 till 0, and after that V in T is T. So VO 0 is 0 and V in T is equal to, was equal to 0 before T less than 0, and is equal to T for T greater than or equal to 0. So if I apply a linearly rising voltage, what would be the answer of the difference? So naturally find out V. And this is problem 1. So same 1 ohm 1 farad V in T, VO 0 was 0, V in T is 0 till T equal to 0, V in T is T after T equal to 0. This if I apply. Then next, same circuit, V in T is equal to cos T. V in T is cos T. What is this answer? V in T is cos T. And again you can have VO 0 is equal to, or VO 0 you just right now I don't tell if V in T is cos T. If input